The suspense thriller series Class of '09, created by Tom Rob Smith, centers on a group of FBI agents who are at three different stages in their careers and are dealing with how their agency is rapidly changing as a result of the introduction of an artificial intelligence (AI) system that appears to identify criminals before they commit crimes. The core group of characters are introduced to us in the first two episodes of the nuanced and intricate thriller as they go through their FBI training in the past and deal with the consequences of a tragic incident in the future. In the first episode, titled Part of Something, FBI Director Teo Michaels is first introduced to us in the year 2034. He assesses Amos Garcia's potential for criminal activity using an artificial intelligence (AI) system. Garcia is seen to be a menace to society by the AI, and Teo issues an arrest warrant for the alleged criminal. In a different scene, FBI agent Murphy, Kate Mora, and her former classmate FBI agent Ashley Poet raid Garcia's last known location together with a task group. Garcia, however, is nowhere to be found, and the raid is a failure. As Ashley Poet arrives at the Quantico FBI recruit training facility in the year 2009, the narrative cuts to the past. She first meets Murphy, Auer, Lennox, and Teo, her new classmates. The group is asked to provide some information about their backgrounds and reasons for wanting to join the FBI by instructors Gabriel and Drew at their induction seminar. We find that Teo worked as an insurance agent before passing the FBI entrance exam, that Auer is the daughter of Iranian immigrants. Prior to being suggested for the program by an FBI agent she assisted on a case, Poet worked as a nurse. Poet, an undercover investigator, successfully gathers information against one of Los Angeles' most prominent gangs in the present day, 2023. Poet then goes to a mental health evaluation after being assigned to take part in the arrests. Poet discloses to the therapist that she was once engaged, but that she and her fiancé broke up because he didn't support her decision to join the FBI. Poet later meets Lennox, who gives her an undercover task for the FBI and instructs her to spy on Auer, her best friend. When Agent Poet meets Auer, he finds out that the latter is creating the most comprehensive criminal database ever. Flashbacks show how the 2009 group got along, as Lennox and Poet develop love feelings for one another. In the future, a hearing is set up to decide if Teo should be given another term as FBI director. They are persuaded by Teo to let him continue working with the AI. Amos Garcia visits Poet's home at the end of the episode and informs her of an FBI plot. However, immediately after giving Poet a flash drive, he is killed by an approaching FBI task team. The FBI trainees from 2009 are getting ready for a fitness test that they must pass in order to continue with the program, as the second episode, titled The Fitness Test, begins in the past. In the present, Teo and Agent Nunez travel to a remote estate in Montana to see Mark Tupirik, the head of a separatist group. During their brief encounter, Teo comes to the conclusion that Tupirik is an extreme. When Tupirik learns one of his friends is an FBI undercover agent, things start to go wrong. In the ensuing gun battle, Nunez sustains serious injuries. While Poet agrees to help Teo train, everyone in the past questions his capacity to pass the fitness test. Poet and Auer get into a quarrel over the latter's continual desire to support unsuccessful causes. Lennox thinks back to the FBI agents who lost their lives in an attack on the organization in the future. Teo and Poet used to exercise together until Teo got into a fight with a classmate. Teo ultimately fails the fitness test, but in accordance with the training program standards, he is given another chance to attempt it in 7 months. Later, Teo shares with Poet a childhood episode in which he was abused by a police officer. The senator visits Teo in the final scene of episode 2 and criticizes his use of artificial intelligence to identify criminals even before they commit crimes. Following the attack on their lives by Mark Tupirik and his soldiers, Teo is shown in the present waiting in a hospital for Agent Nunez to come to after losing consciousness. The assault on Teo and Nunez shows how disdainful Tupirik is of the FBI interfering in his separatist organization. Tupirik is an extreme who also runs it. The weapons and ammunition they discovered in Tupirik's basement, which suggests that his organization is preparing a significant attack, are discussed by Teo and Nunez in the final moments of the episode. Teo ultimately concludes that Tupirik will attack the FBI as we watch the latter's men prepare to carry out the strike on the organization. Consequently, the second episode's climax establishes that the occurrence Lennox mentions in the future is Tupirik's assault on the FBI. It is reported that the altercation resulted in the deaths of up to 24 FBI agents. Teo, meantime, had already picked up on Tupirik's evil and had a sneaking suspicion of the hardline leader's strategy. He was probably powerless to stop Tuparic's attack, and he took responsibility for the deaths of multiple FBI agents. As a result, the assault on the FBI would provide context for Teo's development of the AI and his belief in carrying out preemptive strikes on alleged criminals before they can cause any harm. The upshot is that the program sets up an engaging investigation of the moral uncertainty of labeling someone a criminal based purely on their ideas and how it would influence the criminal justice system.